Dear Mr. and Mrs. Corbett, I wanted to send you my condolences on the death of your son, Danny. I know it's been 8 months since the accident, but I'm sure it's probably still hard for you to be reminded of that day. I think about what happened a lot, as I'm sure you do too. I've been having some trouble at school and at home, and a couple of people here thought it might be a good idea for me to write to you. I'm sorry if this letter upsets you. That's obviously not my intention. Although I never knew Danny, I did read that article in the town paper and was glad to learn a little bit about him. It sounds like he was a great kid. I'm sure you miss him a lot, as you said in the article. I especially liked the part where Mr. Corbett talked about Danny's robots, because when I was his age, I was a big fan of robots too. In fact, I still am in some ways. I've enclosed a short story that's going to be published in my high school lit magazine. I don't know if you like science fiction or not, but I've enclosed it anyway. I was hoping to dedicate the story to Danny's memory. There aren't any robots in this one, but I feel like it would be the kind of story he would like if he were my age. Would it bother you if I dedicated the story? If so, please let me know. The publishing deadline for the magazine is March 31st, so if you let me know before then, I can have them take it off. I know this doesn't make things any better, but I wanted you to know how terrible I feel about Danny. I know no matter how hard this has been for me, I can never understand the depth of your loss. My mom has only told me that about 100 times. I of course wanted to say how sorry I am that things happened the way that they did. And I wish I had driven down a different block that day. I'm sure you do too. Anyway, that's all for now. If you want to let me know about the dedication, you can email the address above. If I don't hear from you, I'll assume it's all right. Sincerely, Jason Willett. P.S. Would it be possible to meet you in person at some point?
It turns out that it was really not until the early 1970s that we had the atmospheric tools to do a good job of storm chasing, to do it successfully and safely. You needed somebody interpreting the radar in real time for you. And good radio communication. Union City was the one case that still stands out in the sense that for the first time we had well-equipped chase teams that managed to intercept the storm before the tornado. And with the radio communications back to severe storms like research.
What'd you do here?
What's the matter?
What is this?
Detailed photographic record.
The television. What is this?
The tornado program, Discovery Channel. You said you wanted to watch it, so I recorded it for you. Why?
For Christ's sake.
What's the matter?
It's Danny's tape. You recorded over Danny's tape.
No, I didn't. Pride and Prejudice was on that tape. We were watching it last night.
I switched them.
What?
I watched Danny's tape later after you went to bed.
Why didn't you take it out of the machine?
Why didn't you check to see if it was in there?
I thought it was the TV tape.
Jesus, Becca, I mean...
It was one of the baby videos?
No, it was the most recent one, the long one. I mean, the park was on it in Mexico, and...
How was I supposed to know that you snuck down?
Fucking Christmas.
Thought it was the TV tape.
Well, it wasn't!
I know, Kyle.
So it's gone. The whole thing is gone.
I'm sorry.
And it was the only copy, Becca.
Yeah, well, I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, you sure?
What does that mean? You think I recorded over Danny's tape on purpose?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I should have taken
Why
it.
would I deliberately record over
I don't
it?
know.
Why would I?
I don't know! I mean, you took the paintings off the fridge. Danny's paintings.
To save them, I put them in plastic.
Yeah, you shoved them in a box.
For safekeeping. I didn't throw the paintings out.
I know you did. No, I mean, obviously, of course, it wasn't on purpose. You wanted the tape, but
what?
maybe subconsciously.
Subconsciously? Is that what they're telling you in group? That I'm doing things subconsciously?
You're trying to erase him! Look, I'm sorry, but that's just how it feels to me sometimes, you know? I mean, every day it's something else, and it feels like you're trying to get rid of any evidence that he was ever here.
I didn't know that the tape was in there.
I am not talking about the tape. It's not just the tape.
The paintings are downstairs in a box. You can look at them whenever you want.
Yeah, but the clothes, you know, his shoes.
We don't need all that stuff. Why would we?
I mean, you're wanting to sell the house. And Taz. Sending Taz to your mother's?
There's a lot going on. You couldn't deal with the dog.
I was fine with the dog. I was the one who was walking
Well,
him.
you got underfoot.
Yeah, and he was a reminder?
Yes. It was a reminder. So what? I wanted one less reminder around here. That is perfectly...
Dog to begin with.
For God's sakes, Al.
Well, if I hadn't bought the dog.
And if I hadn't run inside to get the phone, or if I had latched the gate...
I left the gate!
Well, I didn't touch it! Not playing this game again, Howard. It was no one's fault.
Not even the dog's.
I know that.
I mean, dogs chase squirrels. And boys chase dogs.
Telling me or yourself?
I mean, come on, he loved that dog.
Of course he
And you just
did.
got rid of him?
Right, like I got rid of the tape.
I am not talking about the tape, Becca! It's not just the tape, I mean, it's Taz, and it's the clothes, and it's the paintings, and it's everything! I mean, God, you have to stop erasing him! You have to stop it! You have to stop.
You really not know me, Howie? Really not know how utterly impossible that would be. To erase him. No matter how many things I give to charity or how many art projects I box up, do you really think that I don't think about him and see him every second of every day? Okay, I'm trying to make things a little easier on myself by hiding some of the photos and giving away the clothes, but that does not mean that I'm trying to erase him. That tape was an accident. Believe me, I will beat myself up about it forever, I'm sure. Just like everything else I could have prevented, but didn't.
It's not what I want, but it's not what I'm talking
You know? Because it feels like it is. It feels like I don't feel badly enough for you. Like I'm not mourning enough for your
Come on,
taste
Victor.
or mourning in the right way. But let me just say, Howie, I am mourning as much as you are, and my grief is just as real and just as awful as yours.
I know that.
You are not in a better place than I am. You're in a different place. And that sucks. We can't be there for each other right now, but that's just the way it is.
This stuff, it's all that we have left, and that's all I'm saying. And every little bit that you get rid of,
I understand. I don't want to let go of it. I understand how.
Do you? Well, do you? This isn't... God, something has to change here, because I can't do this, like this, it's just... It's too hard. It's too hard. I want the dog back. My mother's making him fat. I want the dog back. I don't want to. How much more do we have to lose? I miss the dog. I'm sorry, but I miss him. I want it back.